Hello everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! Today, we got turnips to go buy. I know I don't have the most money, but we have terms to go by. I also did not mean to back completely out of that. Serrano, what do you got? How you doing, Rambler? Couldn't help but notice you've been working mighty hard lately. The way I see it, you deserve a proper thank you, so I sent you a present. Try it on. Try to relax a bit. You deserve it, kiddo. Alright, what did he give me? What did he give me? What am I supposed to be relaxing in? A Music Fest shirt. I don't... Yeah, no. No, that's not my style. But yeah, I have Mario Kart to ramble about today. Because I have been playing a fair bit of Mario Kart World. Oh, Daisy May's right here. Alright. Well, I'm gonna talk with my girls first before I talk to Daisy May. Good morning. Here's hoping it'll be a good day, Squeak. Lay down me. A little fresh air never fails to cheer me up, Squeak. It's very fair. Diva be fishing. I almost don't want to bug her because she'd be fishing. Trying to catch her brother or something. So there's a lot of frogs in there right now. Maybe that's the thing. She's trying to get rid of all the other frogs, so I can't possibly replace her. I would never replace you, Diva. What kind of fish am I like meet today? I hope they're nice. Yeah, she's trying to catch frogs. Alright, what's the damage this week, Daisy May? I am here to start it off with turnips. 109 each. Alright. So I'm gonna need like 600,000 to buy everything. Right, I forgot KK's here on Sunday. Right, so I'm gonna need to be back later today. Okay. So that changes how I'm gonna go about today. What I was initially planning was just doing everything right now. But I think, given I need to come back later for KK, I will do the Phototopia stuff later today. And I'll just do my morning routine and ramble about Mario Kart this morning. I feel like that's a pretty good compromise. But, yeah, Mario Kart World is fun. And is the first time in a very long time I've actually been challenged by a Mario Kart game. Like, I have lost a few cups. Hey, still wanna buy? Yep, still wanna buy. I do have some complaints. Honestly, so far from what I've played, I do want to say 8 Deluxe is better. Wait, how do I not have room? The frickin' shirt and rusted parts. Let's just drop those here. I swear, if I have exactly one space left over after this, I'm blaming Serrano for me not being able to carry everything. There we go. Let's see. I have exactly one space left. It was Serrano's fault. Frickin' Serrano, man. I mean, I know the rusted parts and all that, but ooh, we got ants. I want those ants. So let's see, I'm dropping these again. I want these ants. Ants. Caught an ant. Tell me where the queen is. I was in the beach. Clearly, because that's where they were all headed, was into the beach. So that's where the anthill is. It's in the beach. Which means they're all gonna get drowned pretty quickly, because, yeah. I know I've talked about this many times before, but if you see sand, and it's not an artificial beach, that is where the water goes up to. Like, that's just how beaches work. Assuming they aren't artificial beaches. An artificial beach, yeah, there will probably be plenty of time where there's just still sand free. And you'll generally find that at, like, touristy beaches, because, like, if a place's tourism depends on that beach being accessible, you can bet that they are going to keep that beach accessible by, you know, creating an artificial beach, making it look kind of natural, but you can generally tell by there being too much beach. A natural beach is not massive. They tend to be pretty small, all things considered. Because, like, a natural beach is the ocean having worn away land, basically. So, yeah. But, yeah, I do have some complaints with Mario Kart World. And they're probably not what you're expecting. I don't mind the intermission courses. Maybe it's because I'm still learning the game, but I don't mind them. The thing I kind of mind is the item distribution. The amount of times I've been in, like, 7th or 8th and gotten triple greens and a super horn. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Those are protection items. Those aren't offensive make-up position items. And, like, I get, there's 24 racers, so the item distribution has been shifted a bit, but that's, like, 2nd place items, not 7th, 8th. 7th, 8th, you should really be getting, like, you know, you should really be getting, like, triple mushrooms, or at least, like, mushroom triple reds. You know, things that would help you make up positions. Not triple greens and a super horn. I mean, the super horn's almost useless outside of being in first, because you don't want to accidentally pop a blue shell. You know. I'm also a little sad by the lack of ability to make your truly own setup. One of my favorite things to do with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was open up there was multiple websites for doing this, but open up any of the websites for basically random parts and character. And then play using random parts and characters. That was so much fun. Because you never knew what you were gonna have. You were just gonna have random wheel, random glider, random cart, random character. Like, everything was random. And it meant every time you entered a race, basically. Every time you entered a cup or race, depending on where you were doing it. I would do it online decently often. I even have some stream VODs of me doing that online. That's how much I enjoy doing it. Like, you would never know, and it would there was such a big stat variation between, like, lightweights, heavyweights, that no two races or cups felt the same. Now everyone just kind of feels about the same. There's some minor improvements here and there, you know. It does very much feel like super lightweights are kind of the thing you should be using. Not overly a fan of that. Like, from what I've played, this is just the impression I have gotten. You get the super lights, which are like the babies. Then it goes on to the lightweights, so like Peach, Daisy, I think like Yoshi's in there too. Then probably heavyweights. Then basically everybody else. Now, I'm not sure what kind of hidden stats are under the hood, so I don't even know how each of these characters, like, properly work out. I have not sat and tried to compare, like, every single character yet, so I don't really know, and I've yet to Google it, because at the moment, I'm still learning the tracks. I don't really care about, you know, who's the best yet. I always dig running into you, Steven. How's things? Let's chat. Best tasting island is Astera. Everything tastes great. everything. It's fair, my man. It's very fair. But, yeah, like, I feel like I'm alone in that, but I did really like older Mario Karts having distinctly bad characters. Which is another thing that was kind of nice with 8 Deluxe, is just simply that, you know, even amongst the super lights, there were bad super lights. So I'm really hoping each character does still have kind of unique stats and only maybe 1 or 2 clones. Hopefully they are their own clones, given everybody has skins. But to whoever finds this, I thought this DIY recipe while I was waiting for my oven to heat up. Why does it take so long to get this idea into the world to put in a bottle? I'd love for you to try it out. Wishing you well, Mitzi. Hey, that's PBG's like favorite villager. Neat. At least it used to be. He has a whole thing about it. It's almost in the right spot to just hit A, talk to Pinky. There, my fabulous bestie. So fab you're here. Wah. One chat. I think I read comics more than most folks do. What I'm reading now is called Seriously/Not Funny, and it's a comic about stand-up comics. Stand-up comics are folks who like to hang out in dark rooms and tell other folks jokes, I guess. I'm not explaining it right, am I? So totally hooked. Folks on a stare, I like to laugh, so maybe I should try adding stand-up comedy to my repertoire. Yeah, I mean, everyone likes a good stand-up comic. Yeah, I will probably at some point in the next few days start actually kind of looking into the stats. I have definitely come to a bit of a conclusion that acceleration seems to be tied to mini turbo. I don't know how accurate that is, but that's how it feels. Higher acceleration seems to mean higher mini turbo. So I get the feeling those stats are combined now. That is the impression I'm getting. Which isn't the worst, but again, that's kind of annoying. Because, well, it would be great to have a Mario Kart game where speed and mini turbo matter equally. Ooh, edgy goat. Hey, you from around here? Kinda on vacation, just relaxing, focus grouping a few things. So far I like what I'm seeing. 100% of Zells would rate this campground highly. Alright, man. You do you, man. I don't got room for you anyway. Just wanted to see who was here. But, Flurry's not up yet, or, she's just not home. Where's the cheek? Learning rail riding and, rail and wall riding. Learning that has been a bit challenging. It took me a while to even figure out how to do, like, the little hops. Not like the start the drift hop. I mean, like, you press the drift button, wait for it to charge, then you can hop. That kind of hop. Because I didn't think to just press the drift button while driving in a straight line. That's not exactly an intuitive thing. I saw the NPCs doing it, and I'm like, okay, how are they doing that? So I just started pushing random buttons, which taught me there's a rewind button for yourself. I don't know why you would ever want that, but... What's up, Nightshade? Where you headed? Let's chat. I left my calculator at my last place, Nightshade. It's not like I used it much, but still. Man, she left a lot of stuff at her old place, it seems. But, I am curious to see if I can find some things that I've heard a lot of the music from the game, but I've not found where that music comes from yet. Good morning, and here's hoping it'll be a good day, Snorty. Let's talk. The fresh air never fails to cheer me up, Snorty. No. So, like... brain, stop. My brain just started being like, bad thoughts. No, brain, stop. I just love it when that happens. Brain, work with me here. Where did my train of thought even go? Hey, do you smell the sweet smells drag you in here by the nose, BLT? Jamaican. Glad you asked. I'm making mixed fruit tart. I already have that. That would not keep you fueled. Tarts would do the opposite, my man, but... whatevs. But yeah, it never occurred to me to just, like, press the drift button while driving in a straight line. And, like, there's also some item changes I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of, but I'm not sure I hate them either. I'm kind of mixed on them. Like, the shock. It still seems to fundamentally do roughly the same thing it always did, except less. Like, it still knocks your items out of you. It still shrinks you, and you do still stay shrunk depending on how far ahead you were. It's like if you're in first, you stay shrunk the longest. But even in first, it's maybe 2 seconds? Maybe? So it's like, where's the punishment for people ahead? You know? And, like, I know the thought there would be, well, you know, it's to make it more fair. It's like, well, that was the whole point of the shock all the time. Was to make things more fair. The shock is what you use to gain positions. If people don't really stay shrunk that long, you're not going to gain much out of it. Makes me so happy you'd come all this way to see us, even on a Sunday. But know why? Because talking with you while I'm working is the best part of my day. Aww. That makes me want to just stand there and talk to you all day, Sable. I hope you realize that. But, like... I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it, because in a way, I do kind of like it, because... Not to toot my own horn, but, like, even playing online in the more recent games, I tend to be, like, top 3 most of the time. So, like, I'm fine not being as punished by shocks, but I also know that means that if I ever need a shock to gain positions, I'm not gonna have it, because it doesn't gain positions anymore. You know, I mean, it might gain a few if you end up lucking into getting, like, shock golden mushroom or something, but that feels like a pretty rare combination, given, like, I've not even seen the shock myself. I've not seen the bullet yet either myself. I've seen them in videos. I've been hit by the shock. Haven't seen an NPC with a bullet, but what an unexpected treat to have you drop in like this, Bigfoot. Let's talk. Wish I'd done a better job cleaning before having anyone over like this, Bigfoot. Just don't look too closely at anything, or tell anyone if you find dust under my furniture. It's fine, Rhonda. It's fine. It's fine. I have joy. She is not in the mood for joy. She is worried. I apologize so much. There is dust everywhere in here. Like, I'm not gonna get at someone for having dusty stuff. I mean, that'd be pretty hypocritical of me. It also has taken me a little bit to get used to the drifting. The drifting is not quite what it was in 8. It's just ever so slightly different, and you do slide a little more than you used to. So it's like, kinda wish you didn't. Like, didn't slide kind of thing. I ain't no slider rip, you know. I don't want to be sliding all over the place when I'm trying to drift. I just want to drift. But I have mostly gotten used to it. I think so far, aesthetically, I've kind of liked a few of the bikes, but I think the cart I've done best with so far is the baby blooper. It's just kind of the best so far. It's also the most balanced, but unlike the standard cart, it's balanced with a bonus to speed instead of the standard cart, which is bonus with a slight benefit to acceleration. And it does feel like speed matters more than acceleration, but you want both. Which tells me that it's probably going to end up being babies in Baby Blooper as probably some of the best combos right now. I'd actually be kind of curious if any of you guys play a lot of Mario Kart 8... Not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yeah, if you play a lot of that. If you play a lot of Mario Kart World, if that's the kind of impression you've gotten as well, or if you know that if that's the general consensus or not. I have not been watching much Shortcat since the game came out, because I wanted to form my own opinions on the game. I did see everyone complaining about the update basically more or less forcing you to play online with the tracks they're offering you with the intermissions in between. And I'm kind of in the middle because I don't mind the intermissions, but I do understand that people don't care for them. So, you know. Like, the intermission, to me, feels like the best time for a lesser skilled player to pull ahead a little. Like, I mean, there is still a lot of shortcuts. So, like, the best players will still be in the lead. But it gives that lesser skilled player the ability to actually, like, make up some positions in the pack and maybe pull away a little from the pack. Which is something that I kind of like. I mean, I want people to have the ability to possibly be able to make a comeback after losing a race, and the intermissions feel like a pretty good spot for that. Flurry! Look who it is, Steven! Nice to see you here, Patterpuff. What's the latest? Find anything good, Patterpuff? I haven't had any luck here myself. Aww. What do I need today? I want to sell. Yes, yes, I know, you don't buy turnips on Sundays. Hopefully you would still buy, you know, rotted turnips, but... Okay, don't need 2 ants, so I'll sell them an ant. I actually forgot to donate an ant while I was at the museum, so I gotta go back and donate this ant. Ant. Blathers is gonna love it. He's gonna love having ants in the museum. Like, come on now. Like, Blathers is gonna be, like, shouting with excitement about having an ant in the museum. So he might complain I don't have the queen. I just have a worker. But, you know, the worker might bring the queen. So, yeah. Oh dear, pardon me. Do have a look around. No rush. Take your time. But first, how may I assist you? I have a donation. Marvelous. What would you like to donate? An ant. Here you go, man. An ant. What a wretched thing. Alas, I'm obliged to ask. Would you like to learn more about this specimen? Yeah. Ah, I see. In that case, I warn you, the ant may be a small bug, but it finds scary strength in numbers. You see, the ant itself is the strongest creature in the world in relation to its size. One of these diminutive fiends can carry 50 times its own body weight. And if it wants to lift something even larger, why, it simply calls on its ant's friends to join in the effort. Creepy cooperation, I say. Anyhoot, my sincerest thanks for your donation. Though bugs are the bane of my existence, rest assured the wretched thing will get the best care here. Might help you with anything else? Nah, I'm good for now. Jolly good. Please enjoy the rest of your visit. But I do also understand people not wanting to play the intermissions. Some of them are kind of boring. A lot of the ones I've played, well, they are mini-map-wise pretty big straight lines. There's a lot of room for, like, snaking and, just simply doing, like, regular, like, the trick jumps, trick jump boosts and stuff like that. So, like, you know, I really don't mind it. Okay, this has taught me I need to move this one if I want to get more ants. Because they need, like, 3 spaces above it. But, yeah. That's going to be it for this morning section, and then I'll meet you guys back here later today for the afternoon section, as we will deal with Harvey's Phototopia before the month ends in 2 days. I am really sorry it's taking me this long to get to that, but yeah. I'm gonna become a wedding photographer. So yeah, meet you guys back here later today. And I'm back. Wow, that loading time. So yeah, I'm not going to the Phototopia. Okay. I decided to look it up and be like, okay, what all does happen? Because I know it's wedding season, you help Reese and Cyrus, you take some photos for them. Yeah, it's a thing you're supposed to be doing every day. And I didn't. I should have done it long ago, but I don't know what I was doing on the first of the month. I was doing something and I was like, I'll get to that tomorrow, or, you know, at some point, and then I just didn't. So, yeah. Let's come have our first 120 hertz KK concert. It's nice to be appreciated. Are you ready for the latest toe tapper from Toonsville? I love that, man. Cool, cool. Any requests? Dial up an old favorite. You can just tell me how you're feeling, and I'll groove on it. Leave it up to you, my man. I am in a mood, but I'll leave it up to KK anyway. Seaton will jam. Right on. Tune up, ready to roll. Who's in the mood for a little Marine Song 2001? Alright. We'll be in the Navy. I don't imagine this is gonna be very different, but like... sad song. It's not really a sad song. Slower song. My hair is... It's the problem with having a slick shirt, is like, my hair is just like, hey, we're here now. Apparently I've also long hair problems. I didn't even notice. There we go. I've kind of been gelling with this kind of look of like half back, half front. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not totally sold on it. Also, I do really need to solve my lighting situation, because like, I am half shadows. I am returning to being Shadow of the Night. For those who are new to the channel, that is a username I used to use way back in the day. You know, basically, I made that username when I was like 15, 16. So, yeah. I changed it in like... Jeez, when would it have been? I think it was close to like 2020 is when I changed my username. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna use my name. Because I'm terrible at names, and everything I thought of, like, my brain was just going, it was either that's dumb or that's just as edgy. So it's like, screw it, I'll just use my name. I like this song, though. This KK song. One thing I'm honestly waiting to have a game to make use out of with is the mouse controls with the Switch 2. Because, like, it has it, but Splatoon doesn't use it, thankfully. I was worried about that, if I'm honest. That was a pretty nice one, KK. Thanks, man. Here's doing a little wibble wobble. Yeah! Right on, man. Why don't you give your pockets a glance? Slipped you a boot of the show. That was, like, unreal. Thanks for tuning your down my direction. No problem, man. Pretty windy. Get the feeling it's gonna rain tomorrow. Maybe tonight. It's gonna rain real life, but... I kind of like that one. There's Pinky. We've already talked with her today. She's having a good time. Oh, Simon's suddenly over here. We've already talked with him too, so... We've talked with everybody today, so... I don't really know what I'm gonna do now. I think I might just catch some bugs, and then that'll probably be it for today. Because, yeah, I really should have went to the Phototopia sooner, but honestly, with how my brain has been lately, I honestly don't think it would have been a great idea for me to get the wedding stuff, because it probably wouldn't have helped my brain out any. Like, there's nothing quite like the existential dread of being nearly 30, you know, less than a year to 30, single, friendless, you know. And like, I've made mention, I've kind of always been a bit of a hopeless romantic. I had kind of always figured that by like 20, I would have been married, kind of thing. That was, you know, that was what my brain was like, yeah, that's totally what's gonna happen. It clearly didn't. And now I'm just kind of sat here like, huh. I kind of spent like nearly 8 years of my, well, actually 8 years, but 7 years with somebody. Spent that much of my life devoted to somebody who wasn't devoted back. And now I'm just like, huh. Especially because during that time, I was definitely isolated away from the people I knew, was only really... I don't want to say allowed, more heavily encouraged to make friends with their friends instead of, you know, making my own friends or even just maintaining friendships. So, you know... I don't really have anything, and like... Lately it's just kind of been a case of like, a lot of that's just kind of been coming back into my head, just like... I am kind of just alone. You know, I've got my family, obviously, but like... I hope y'all understand, like, it's a different kind of loneliness, you know? And it's a far worse kind. At least in my opinion. Like, I really need to, like... I don't know. I mean, make friends. That's for one. Thought I was making some progress on that front. When... This is one of those things of, you can tell I've gotten mildly desperate for making friends when I literally was on a subreddit for making friends. And like, I feel like I've kind of made friends with the person from there, but also like, the last time they and I texted in any capacity was Monday. It's technically Saturday for me, but, you know. Don't think that's going anywhere. And like, I don't even really care about the relationship part at this point. I just want a friend. Hopefully multiple. You know. But, you know. I'm also, like, I'm kind of my worst enemy when it comes to that stuff, though, because I'm very cautious of people I don't know. For reasons I hope people watching this can understand. You know. I'm, not always the most open with, you know, like, inviting kind of person. Because, like, the thought in the back of my head is usually, like, what's your MO? What's your alternative? You know, what's your motivation here? You know? And, like, I feel like that's honestly gotten worse after my breakup, because, like, at least once I've emotionally processed my breakup. For a while, I was definitely an emotional faucet that was stuck on full blast. And that kind of came back to bite me. So, and kind of ruined something that could have been great. But, you know, that's all on me. I don't know why I'm so just rambly tonight. Well, I know why. And the why is because I need this. Like, I don't have anyone to really ramble to other than you guys. So I hope you all will indulge me on this. Like, there's a lot in my head these days. And like... I don't know. It's... yeah. I am still definitely thinking of possibly going back to being awake at night, just because I know I'll feel better then, but... I feel like there's a happy medium I can hit. But I don't know exactly how I could hit it. Just because of how my days are scheduled out. Like... because, okay, I could start trying to go to bed early, and then getting up, like, basically halfway through the night. I could start doing that. Like, I could try being in bed by, like, the time it is now. But then on days like today, I would really struggle to get the recording in, because, you know, on, like again, for me, today was Saturday. So... I had my own stream to do, which is about 5.5 hours. And then I watched the 8-bit stream, which is 3 hours. Well, that takes me from noon to 8:30. So I would still have like an hour to, you know, record and edit and upload. But that's really all I'd have, is like an hour or two. And it's like, I don't know about that one. Because, like, I'm gonna still want to do other things, too, you know? Like, once I'm done recording this, I'm probably actually going to, before I even open Vegas, fire up Phantasy Star Online 2 and just play at that. I'm gonna have Vegas open at the same time. Like, I'm gonna be playing and having a video render, which I know I can do because I've done it before. So, like... You know... I don't know how I would manage stuff like that. As nice as it would be. But then also it does fall into the camp of, like, as I may have mentioned before, like, any friend I would make during the nighttime hours would be probably a decently hard friendship to maintain, given, like... I would be, if I had to suddenly be back awake during the day, well, they're probably not gonna be. You know, my day anyway. So it's like, I don't know. Well, let's come sell some things with the nooklings. What am I offering? Bugs. A lot of bugs. The kind of thing I probably should have done while Flick was in town, but I didn't. He'll be back. He always is. 12,000. Pretty nice price. But yeah, I think I've rambled enough today. I do apologize I didn't do anything with the Phototopia. It gives me a potential bonus episode for the future, so there is that. I say that thinking back to New Leaf, me saying, yeah, I'll probably do bonus episodes. I haven't done any. Well, I did one. Yeah, I'm not the greatest at bonus episodes. Though, okay, in my mild defense there, and I do apologize I've not done anything with New Leaf. For anyone that really likes New Leaf, I am sorry I've not done anything New Leaf. Oh, let's come, wait, it's a JK case here. Let's come pop down next to Simon while I finish this little ramble and then probably end things off. I'll probably, if I do do bonus episodes of New Horizons, it'll probably be easier for me to do because I'll be seeing the game more. Like, with New Leaf, the only way I can see New Leaf is when I open my Lemon, what I was playing it on. Which I barely ever do. Like, I don't open it regularly because I don't play anything else really on that. I have other games with it, but I don't really play other games with it. See the problem? You know, I would love to have done bonus episodes on New Leaf. And I'll probably end up doing another New Leaf series at some point, which will probably fill in a lot of bonus episodes, which I will note now, if come the end of the year, if y'all want to see New Leaf again, I will be starting a new town. I will not be continuing the same town, and I will not be selling it to do it. I'm not going to be starting with anything. I'll be moving straight from Astera to there. You know, Old Town's already gone as far as the me lore. It is still there, and there might still be some bonus episodes. Maybe. I don't even know what to bonus episode anymore with it. I know there was some things that relied on me continuing to play the game, and I haven't. So, yeah. Problem there. But, yeah. That's going to be it for this one. And also the same goes for the other Animal Crossings. I'm actually kind of leaning towards hoping that y'all want to see Wild World, because that's my shortest Animal Crossing series that I've done. Because of the incident. And I really want... Okay, here are my two Animal Crossings I would like to do next year. Whether you guys want to see them or not, that, you know, is going to decide whether I do them. I want to do Wild World so that I can have a series without the incident, the finale incident. And I want to redo City Folk, because now, in my mind, my City Folk series is tainted because of the circumstance around its creation being tied to somebody I'm no longer involved with. So I want to redo City Folk too. I also just really loved City Folk. I will need to figure out how to get my sensor bar working again. It's currently not on the TV anymore. It had to come off. So. But yeah, that's enough rambling for me today. Thank you all very much for watching, and let's have KK play us off into the night, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then! And now in this end card, I would like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.